Hello, people. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Today, we keep on talking about conditionals, and now we'll talk about the third conditional. So, we had a class about the first and second, and now we go to the third. Here we go. Third conditional are sentences used to talk about the past. Uh, it's related to something that did not happen in the past, and so can express sometimes repent. So this is one important thing you have to know, because the third conditional is related to the past and sometimes express repent, or something you do, you are repent, something you didn't do. And here is the structure: if plus past perfect, we call the if clause, and would, could, might, have plus past participle. And here we have some examples to discuss. If she had come on Monday, I would have seen her. So it means the situation here is because these two people, they didn't meet because she went in another day. If he had worked more, he could have saved more money. So it means that he didn't work enough to save the money he needed. And if we had studied harder, we might have passed the test. So it means that these people, they did not study, so they fail the test. And here we have the picture of two girls getting uh, the grades. Probably they didn't get good grades. As you can see, the girl who's showing her face to us, she's crying, and we know the difference for crying for achieving something, and crying for fail into something. And I think here she failed. Um, Main clauses can also appear before if clauses. So in these cases, the order of the clauses does not affect the meaning of what you are trying to talk. So he wouldn't have been tired if he had gone to bed earlier. Uh, so as you can see here, we have a picture of ex-president Barack Hussein Obama. He is sleeping on the phone. Probably he didn't sleep well. He didn't have a good number of hours of sleep. And also you can see in the sentence we have the contract form wouldn't, uh, and then it can be would not. The second one, he would have become a teacher if he had gone to university. And here we have so it means that he is not a teacher. Uh, okay, there are some teachers, they didn't uh, go to university, uh, but they are teachers anyway. But in the most cases, you need to go to university to get a degree to become a teacher, as happened with many. And here we have a contract form. Would is like would have. Uh, it's interesting to know that some contract forms are commonly used, other not too much. And the third sentence, she would have been on time for the interview if she had left the house at 7. So it means that she lost the interview because she left house later. So she could not get in the place for the interview. So she regret for this action. And here I brought you an example of the using of third conditional Here's a picture of a series, a TV series called Once Upon a Time, and I pick two two examples for you to talking about. The doctor said, "If I'd found you 10 minutes later, it would have been too late." So the doctor said, "If I would found you 10 minutes later, it would have been too late." So, and this is an interesting expression, interesting example actually, because as you can say, most of the times the third conditional is related to repent or regret. But I don't think this is the case, because in this case here, she's saying that she did the thing in the right time. So she found the guy in the right time to save his life. I'm gonna send you the link to you watch this part of the TV series. If I hadn't forgotten my phone, I wouldn't have been on the road at that time. And also, this is another example, because something that the situation that she could regret, because if I hadn't forgotten my phone, so if you forget your phone in some place, it's not something good to happen. But in that case, it was okay, because she forgot the phone. She had to come back to pick the phone, and while she was coming back to pick the phone, she was on the road at the time to find the guy and save his life. So this is interesting, because it also shows that some bad situation can uh, lead you to some good stuff. What happened here in this situation? And here I bring you some exercise to complete the third conditional. So first you have to pay attention to the if clause and to the main clause. And as you can see here, I put I didn't change the orders too much to not make too difficult. Try to follow a standard. So you have here the standard. All the examples for you in this exercise, they start with the if clause. All right, so you see the structure. I ask you to pause the class here and try to do by yourselves. We have here the picture of uh, the actor Malcolm McDowell in the movie Clockwork Orange, where he's sitting down for an experience called the Ludovico Project. Clockwork Orange is a movie, right? Uh, and is a type of treatment to heal criminals, right? So he is in the cinema watching a movie, but we'll talk later about the movie. Not the movie he's watching, but the movie he is in. Okay? So pause the class here, and then you come back. We have the answers. Here is another picture of the Malcolm McDowell in a movie theater watching a movie, as I said in the picture before. But let's see the examples. So, if you had studied for the test, you would have passed it. The second, if you had asked me, I would have helped you. Remember, all this one here, you can do contract forms. Number three, if we had gone to the cinema, we would have seen my friend Jacob. This is why I put the image of a cinema, a movie theater. Four, if you had spoken English, she would have understood. And the fifth, if they had listened to me, we would have been home earlier. And I also ask you to pay attention to this exercise, because this will be the standard for our tests. Okay. So this is for today. I hope to see you soon, and bye.